Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here again, and this is going to be my review of Unforgettable. And this movie is directed by Denise Denovi and stars Rosario Dawson, Katherine Heigl, and Jeff Stutz. So let's get into it. Unforgettable is the story of a crazy chick played by Katherine Heigl who is very hung up on her ex-husband and on the life that they had together. And now that he is engaged to Rosario Dawson's character, she ain't having it. So it's your basic kind of, I don't know what you call these thrillers, erotic thrillers, whatever the hell they call them. You see movies like this one on Lifetime all the time, and every now and again we get some truly memorable ones like Fatal Attraction, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle is one that I really like, Single White Female, and most recently Obsessed or Obsession, I think it's Obsessed with Beyonce, Idris Elba, and that chick from Final Destination, whose name I can't remember. And the thing about these movies is they are never going to be award winning. They're never going to be the kind of movies that you really, I guess people would really run out to give a bunch of accolades to. But when they're done correctly, they can be a lot of fun. For instance, Fatal Attraction and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. The problem with this movie is it's never fun. This movie takes itself way too seriously for what it is. And let's get into the acting first of all. Rosario Dawson is way too good an actress for this movie. She is the only one who's really giving a top tier performance. She has some very emotional scenes. She has a scene which was actually kind of tear jerking coming down to the end, and she is just acting her ass off in a movie that really doesn't deserve such a fine performance. Now, Katherine Heigl, she could be very polarizing. Most people don't like her. I don't really have an issue with her. And I've heard some really negative things about her performance here. People said she's too mannequin-like. But I actually think it works in her favor because of who her character is here. She's a person who believes in perfection. She was raised that way to the point of psychosis. So I actually think her cold demeanor works. Although I do agree, she doesn't have the charisma to pull off a really memorable villain, especially this type of villain you need in a thriller like this. She's no Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction, let me put it that way. She's not going to be the one that stands out in this movie, unfortunately. But I don't think she's anywhere as abysmal as most people are saying she is. I think she does the best with the way she's probably being directed in this movie. As for the husband character, Jeff Stutz, he's just the guy in this movie. Honestly, he doesn't really serve much of a purpose in this film. He's just, you have these characters in these type of movies that are just like oblivious to everything that's going on around them, and he is that character. So he's just not worth talking about. The story, it's not anything you haven't seen before. If you've seen these type of thrillers, you've seen this story 1,000 times over. And again, what draws people to these type of movies, it's just plain, as we say in Trinidad, bacchanal. People like, the ooh, look what they did kind of thing, but this movie doesn't have enough of that. This movie's main problem is it takes itself way too seriously for what it is. They could have had a lot more fun with this film, and it would have been a more memorable, more enjoyable experience. It might have even been worth a guilty pleasure watch every now and again. But as it is, Unforgettable, which by the way is the title of this movie, is just so stupid. I feel like it was meant to be some kind of sarcastic joke because the movie is definitely forgettable. But Unforgettable is just going to be one of those one and done movies. I suggest you wait till it comes out on Netflix or available for download, DVD, whatever, however you watch your movies, and check it out like that. Maybe if you really like these kind of movies, then you might enjoy this one a lot more than I did. But as it is, Unforgettable is quite forgettable. It's not a movie that's gonna be on anybody's radar past this month that it's in cinema. And it's so unfortunate that Rosario Dawson is so stellar in this, and this movie is just so much crap. It's one of those cases where it's not the actor's fault. I really feel like this is just sloppy, generic writing and very base directing. So Unforgettable gets a 4.5 out of 10 for me. You know, it's not awful. I've seen worse, but it definitely ain't worth your hard-earned cinema cash. You know, check this one out at home. So Unforgettable gets a 4.5 out of 5. And that's it, guys. There's not much to say about this movie. So until next time, bye bye.